Is there some chance that you're missing some signs from your heart and your spirit right now? Do you keep getting that feeling of unease or discontent or just jitters? Is there a chance that it's time to launch a big level up in some area of your life? We are often receiving the signs and signals long before we actually notice them. I'm Sage, I'm a growth coach, and the topic today is, when it's time, you'll know. So how does our heart tell us that it's actually time for a change? Well, first we get this longing feeling. You start to ask some questions that kind of start with, what if? What if I did this? What if I went here? Okay? And then you often feel a feeling of frustration or discouragement. Like you're trying to put a lid on a container and you just can't make it fit. And then you start to notice that situations just aren't really going your way. You're like, gosh, I thought I had that figured out and planned out and it didn't work out. These are signs from our heart and our spirit that it's time for a change. So here's a couple quotes. You can literally feel in your soul when it's time. Time to move on from people, time to make a change in your life, to get rid of unhealthy habits, time to want more for yourself. At some point, you just know. Unknown. Also, you will know that you are completely done with something when you give it up and you feel freedom instead of loss. Emily Marotin. All right, here's a couple questions to ask yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a job do you think you do at listening to the signals that your heart gives you? And how could you improve this? Don't worry, I've got your back today. We're going to do three ways to level up listening to your heart. Okay, number 1, you first have to choose to make space for quiet. All right? No human being is meant to always be on the go. And add multitasking to that, which is a giant distractor. You have to have small moments built into your day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, where it's quiet. No, you're not on your cell phone. No, you're not looking through a to-do list. It's quiet. Because in those spaces, that's when you can actually hear your heart and your spirit. Number 2, you've got to notice repetition. Okay? Has something weird happened more than once? Remember, there are no coincidences. Number 3, notice dead ends. Okay, so I talked about earlier that you might start to notice that situations aren't going your way. And there are situations where you're like, oh, I did all that right. I planned that all right, and it didn't work out. And then that happens again, and then it happens again. These are dead ends. These pop up because they're a sign. So you got to be able to notice them. Okay, so choose to make space for quiet, notice repetition, notice dead ends. So circling around, when it's time, you'll know. So which of these 3 tips can you start using today? All right, I have your intention for you today. I choose to listen to my heart for my guidance. Thanks for joining me for growth today. I appreciate you following me on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube at Sage Robinson Miller. Please book a session if this stuff is resonating with you and you want to get to the core of it one-on-one with me, because that's what I do. I help people work through these transitional periods in their life. I'm a growth coach. And thanks for joining me for the video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Love ya.